guys, good morning. It's RJ here live from RJ Afternoon. It's afternoon. It's afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. It's RJ here live from RJ Avenue Studio. And today is Wednesday, which means we're gonna work in an amazing project or an amazing try. We're gonna try something out, something new, something fresh. We just recently had our first convention ever, which was absolutely amazing. We'll make sure that we upload our highlights video to, I was going to say DVD again. We make sure that we upload our highlights video to our YouTube channel so that you guys can join in the fun and kind of take a trip down memory lane on everything that we lived just a couple of weeks ago here in Arizona. So I hope you're all having an amazing week so far. We're getting close and near to the end of the year. And I hope that you feel incredibly grateful for all that has happened this year, all the good, all the bad, all the crazy, all the wonky. I think they still are a huge part of our story. They make us who we are, and it's been phenomenal to be able to share our lives or a little piece of our lives here with you on a regular basis. So guys, thanks again for staying connected, for liking, for subscribing, for sharing, for being inspired by the various different projects that come to life in this space. Sometimes amazing, sometimes That's why we're working it in on a Wednesday. So we're going to work in some new products this particular week that finally came to life in our shop. It is my partnership with Gel Press and the new Gel Petites. So I launched 3 different Gel Petites last winter, and they're finally now out of the vault for regular retail, and we're able to bring it into our space. So how's everybody doing? I hope we've got some people who are excited to see this come to life. Let's go ahead and switch over to that top view so that I can share those petites. So I've got 3 different sets of petites. And you'll notice that, of course, they are all designed by me in this particular case. However, if you're not familiar with Gel Press, they have the jelly plates, the gel plates that allow you to create a variety of different textures and dimensions and pieces to bring different projects to life. Now, the petites are designed in different shapes that help bring something else to life, something more specific. So in this particular trio, I've got a heart, the lips, liptious, and the mustache. So I love that set of petites. And in this particular one, I've got the light bulb, the house, or an arrow, depending on the way you look at it, and the mug. It's like a coffee mug. So way cool. And for this petite set, I've got the cloud, the word bubble, and the medallion. So super amazing. I love them all. And it gives you a little bit of instruction on how you can create using the gel plate and create different textures and whatnot. And I love them. So cool, right? Are we ready? So today I'm going to play with one of my favorites, which is of course the heart, the liptious, and the mustache. So we're going to just take these out of their plastic casing. So you've got 3 different gel petite options here. We've got the heart, we've got the lips, and we've got the mustache. The mustache. We also just recently launched this love set, Love Smitten. It's a set of 2 stamps. And I also launched Follow Your Heart, which I love. It was actually one of our giveaways at the event, Follow Your Heart. So there's so many different options. Today I'm actually going to play with background. Now for those of you who are not into jellies, we also have them in stamp form, so it's a little bit larger. So we've got the full heart and we've got the heart panel. So technically they are designed to fit one on top of the other. See that? So a gazillion different creative opportunities there. Today, I'm going to play a little bit here, though, with my jelly plates. Jelly plates. Jellies. I'm so jelly. Now, typically there isn't a right or a wrong side on a song.
Side.
Song. There isn't a right or a wrong song on a
You keep saying song.
there
I
isn't
think
a
you want
right
to
or
sing
a
a song.
wrong side on a jelly plate. But in this case, there is because it's one of the only jelly plates that's created that actually has a form or a shape. So, because I want the two different lips without repositioning them, they are attached on the one end. So, you can't use the other side. Or else you're going to lose your formation of the two separate lips. And you'll also notice they're pretty jello jigglery. So who remembers the Jello Jiggler commercials?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they're pretty stretchy, like
Don't try to eat them.
or
Some
if you have
stretchy
something to
lips.
say like, "Hey, what up?" Okay, so enough playing around.
So we have greetings from Colorado.
Hi, Colorado.
And yes, it is the afternoon.
Yes, it is the afternoon.
We're confused. There's a morning,
I was
afternoon.
a little confused for sure. All right, guys. So we're gonna play with a few different colors. We're gonna color. And super cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use some sugar drops. Sugar drops.
Sugar drops.
I'm sorry, sugar cubes. I'm clearly not awake yet.
Not seeing what you're.
And I'm gonna do some basic, super simple cards just to show you the different level of design that you can create here. So I'm actually gonna add, and I'm just playing right now. I don't. That's partly what my work at Wednesdays are. I get to play.
Playing is fun.
Playing is fun. So I'm adding some of our sweet pink to this. Now I'm going to create more of that ombre look. I'm going to bring in my rich cherry towards the bottom.
So Linda Gorman says hello from sunny Cleveland.
Hi, Linda.
And Cece or Ceci, if I'm saying that right, from El Segundo, California.
Hi, Ceci or Cece.
I know, I don't know if I'm saying it right.
All right, I'm going to bring in the brayer just to smooth out those tones. So I'm going to practice this on here because it looks pretty light. Oh, it's good. It's so good. It's so good. So I'm just practicing my lips here. Chécalo. Ooh. So you have that little ombre look. Probably not as dark as I would want it. So I'm going to come in here and add a different tone. Probably also because it's on my grid sheet.
Miss Karen Finnegar says hello.
Hi, Karen. How's it going? Okay, so Karen has the most amazing, talented singing children. Like, it's amazing. So anyway, I'm just cleaning this guy up, guys. Making sure that I've removed as much of my thing. So check it out. I love. And I'm going to do a few more different, gosh, you know what I should have done? Just so that you don't see all the grid. I just want to show you a few techniques before I actually stamp it on my, all right, so let me just show you those techniques again so that I can show them on my grid sheet. So I'm adding some sweet pink, now some rich cherry. I'm going to come back and create that ombre look once more, just so that we have it in the books. And I'm going to transition that impression over to my grid sheet, just so that we have it. So there is that.
Nice.
Right? So again, you can create some ombre look, super cool. Now I'm going to come back and add the rich cherry all over. Get it nice and juicy. Now, if you bring in some bubble wrap, create a quick impression. And we're going to now use that. And so you're going to get that texture from that bubble wrap, which is so cool. Check. Nice. See? So if you want bubble wrap lips, you can certainly create that. Super cool texture as well. And again, there's always, I wonder if I can still get some just bubble wrap. Oh yeah, See? So if you just use the bubble wrap, you'll have leftovers and clean it up from your gel press. So fun little options.
So real quick from Karen, she says she's doing good, and that was super sweet of you to save her children. And
they're so amazing.
She wants to know how is the weather here. It's actually pretty nice. It's warm.
Amazing.
But yes, it is cooling off at night and in the morning. So
yes, it's
nice.
actually perfect to, if I do say so myself. Like, I'm loving the weather. All right, so we've got that going on. We've got different textures. All right, now to do our real project. And of course, try to make sure that I don't get too much.
So Cece says she likes that. It's very interesting with the bubble wrap.
It is. It's pretty cool. It gives you different options. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a piece of cardboard from one of our packaging, and I'm going to work on getting that texture in. I think it would be cool to do. Let me see if I can, oopsie. Just a little bit. I don't want anything too psycho killer. So let's see, it's gonna give me some stripes. I'm gonna go ahead and own it here on my project. Check that out. Lips with some texture. So fun. Again, it's super cool way to transfer over any additional textures that you want, that you love. If you want to create a glow, you can actually obviously stamp on surfaces that are not necessarily straight, or use it to create or transfer over that impression, which is absolutely amazing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab our Stamparatus, because we're just going to quickly create. I'm going to show you this card, and then I'm going to show you one with the mustache. I think that would be super cool as well.
So Karen says those lips would be adorable for Valentine cards.
Yeah, I love it for Valentine cards, but you know what? I also love it for, like, you know, if you do it for your planners, if you do it for...
Oh, and Cece says the lips can be a frog. She sees a frog coming out of them. Like the body or what? I mean, I don't know.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Let's see.
All right, so we're just gonna bring in some gray stuff on here. Probably stamp it a couple of times to get a good impression. Now you'll notice that I created the words to fill an entire card front.
Joanne Miller says hi.
Hi, Joanne.
She's happy she caught us live.
I know, it's so fun. So check it out. Super cool. I love...
Oh, love.
I love love.
Love, love.
All right, so real quick, just gonna clean this off so that I don't lose it. And I'm gonna show you here, we're gonna create the one with the mustache as well. You can also use your stencils, which obviously we know that already, but I wanted to give you a couple of different ideas to play with. I'm gonna put this card together real quick so I can finish it off with a little bit of Dazzling Pat.
So we have Tarita, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. She's asking about Potato. Where is Potato? I miss seeing you and him, all the fun you had during your YouTube.
Potato actually just joined us for a convention. So you would have seen him there, of course. It was fun to share a stage with him once more. So that was fun. So, but he's doing really good. Has a couple of different things going on. All right, so I'm just bringing in some of that Dazzling Pat to make our lips nice and glossy. At least on the edges, I think would be cool. And then, of course, I'm going to create some of that splatter all over. And it's going to go on a cut front. Just for a fun, little trendy, more trendy stationery card. I love it. I think it's fun. You can even add a little flower embellishment. But it's not about that right now. We're just trying to showcase the various different ways you can use your gel press. I'm going to do one more real quick with our, I'm going to let that Dazzling Pad dry before I add it to my card base. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Smitten. Now Smitten's designed to have a little bit of texture. It's not a solid impression. And we're going to go ahead and grab our Nectar Stone. Get a little bit more. Again, it's not designed to be solid, so you've got a couple of different options. I love the texture on it, by the way. So smitten. And now we're going to grab our mustache. Moustache. Because, you know, you can do his and hers version. So fun. We're going to do a little bit of an ombre. Or should we try a stencil? That might be cool too. Okay, we're going to try a stencil, okay? So we're going to bring in some Nectar Stone. We're going to grab our rotating squares stencil. And let's see, what's going to be the coolest? We're going to do this guy right here. And now we're going to bring in just direct. Let's see what we get here. Smitten. So smitten. So fun. So you've got so much texture. I love the dimension. I love what it does. You can always, of course, also cut these guys out if you want more dimension. But sometimes you need just an easy card. Like, okay, I got to run. Super easy peasy. We're going to finish these guys off to make them pop for that special someone. I love that we do these little Work It Wednesdays because I get to play with something that I would normally not have time to do. So we're going to go ahead and add this to our Nectar Stone cardstock. I love the blend of those two colors. We're going to go ahead and fold our card base, which is the gray stuff. And I love doing all these little like educational projects. I feel like they give us a fun little opportunity to share what we do and how we do it. This is how we do it. Did you know I was going to go there? I knew you knew I was going to go there.
It's like Joe's mustache.
Looks like Joe's mustache. So check it out. Super simple, like Sometimes people get a little afraid because they're like, oh, it has to be so mixed media-ish. It does not. It absolutely does not. We've got two very different cards. We're going to bring in a little extra love with some splattering just to make them pop. Oops. So I'm going to grab my splattering brush here and just kind of go to town. Bring in just a little love on that side with the black would be more than enough. I love just a few drops of that. I'm gonna bring some Dazzling Pat to the stash because I feel like it would be cool little pop as well here. Can you imagine just getting that fun little set in the mail? Just his and hers. Maybe it's a bridal shower. Maybe it's just
That is super
you want to
cute.
send a little love to a little someone.
And they're letting us know that they enjoy also the work at Wednesdays. They love all the tips and ideas
Yeah.
that you share. And are the stencils on the shop? Yes, they are in the shop.
Yep, they are in the shop and they're so fun for you guys to just play with and bring to life. I love the different textures. Again, we played with a few normal ones like your bubble wrap, the ombre look. Obviously, you can use regular acrylic paints too, but of course, I love to match my cardstock with my inks. So yeah, I think it's just a great, or you can even add like additional little pieces to this that would totally just zero in and bring it to life a little different. Like if you wanted to bring a little heart and marry it off the side and cut it like,
Oh my gosh, that would be totally cute.
you know, like add your color, add your treatment, and then just cut it off as a little side piece on both ends would be oh, should I do that now?
Yeah,
Oh, but I don't
show
have extra
it.
cardstock.
Oh, I'll bring you some.
Yeah, bring me some because I think it's a great idea. Yeah, just some powdered sugar out there would be fun. See, I get squirreled and then I want to do these things and I am telling you what. I am telling you what. But again, always a fun opportunity to just bring different projects to life. They add a little extra. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add a little bit of watermelon to bring in that brightness. And I'm gonna go ombre with the rich. I'm just gonna blend those a little bit better. I wonder what that's gonna look like. Let me test it first. See, that's kind of cool, but I'm gonna try to do it now without spraying because spraying is great if you have more acrylic colors that you want to blend, but I don't have, it's not that big of a space. So let me just do it without and see how much I love it. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add some of the Dazzling Pat right onto.
So we have some people joining us now. So maybe just talk a little bit more about what you're showcasing, the gel
We're
press.
showcasing our gel petites.
Because somebody asked, are those gel press stamps?
Yes, these are gel petites through RG Avenue. So they're a set of 3 petites for RG Avenue. We've got 3 different sets. We've got the light bulb, the house, the coffee mug, the cloud, the word bubble, the medallion, and the ones we're playing with right now are the heart, the mustache.
And the lips.
So check it out. The heart, the mustache is this one, and the lips. Lipsious. So fun. So again, part of what we discussed was the opportunity to either create with the different gel plates directly onto your card basis for a very, very simple, easy to recreate project, or you can always create your impressions, bring in your textures, and in this case, I'm just gonna cut this guy out for additional dimension, because there's always ways for you to like spruce it up and bring your various different textures to life. Now, this is another project that I created using the heart. Also using a different texture on it. Again, you can create your impressions from things you might have at home. Like this was just a cardboard box that we used to create the rays. So corrugated board, bubble wrap. A lot of people like to use that squishy stuff for your cabinets. Whatever that squishy stuff is
like
called.
to put underneath your dishes, like on the,
Yeah.
the inside, yeah. I don't know what it's called,
All
but
right,
yes.
so we're gonna cut our heart here, and we're gonna cut our heart here. I'm just winging it with the dimension, but in case you wanted to add just a little pop of color, we can definitely bring it onto our project for a little extra pop. So fun. Ta-da! So you've got a little extra love on there, and we can probably even add a little extra love to this side. Make it a full stationery, like that's kind of fun.
Oh, that
Look
is
how
so
cute
cute.
that is.
Aw.
Fun little set
Love it.
to give away. So
Super
there's so
cute.
many different options you can play with, you can create with, but you always have the opportunity to make amazing happen, guys. So I hope that was fun and that your creative juices are flowing and you're starting to think of different ways that you can create using our gel petites. I mean, again, a huge thanks to Gel Press for the partnership opportunity on this fun little set. I hope you're inspired. I can't wait to see what you make next. Remember to join us next Wednesday for our next Work It Wednesday. And remember to continue to create and capture so that we can bring hope to those around us. Thanks again, and we'll catch you next week. Adios.